From dark jungles and deep swamps, dense forests, and hidden laboratories around the world. Primal rage, high-tech circuitry, servos, blood, flesh and sinew, creatures and beings, automatons, mysteries never before dreamed. And nightmares never before viewed. Come now and join us for Creepies and Beep Beeps.
On this episode of Creepies and Beep Beeps, cosmic horrors in the Sinestro Core. So, I'm gonna highlight a gimmick that I am surprised hasn't been used to death by now. Because it would be so easy to get a whole lot more products out to fans. And it would cut the cost to the company. But this is obviously one of the Sinestro Core. I'm gonna be honest, I forgot this guy's name. I know the other guy's name. We'll get to that in a second. But take a look at this and how crazy this is. It's got 3 freaking faces. I mean, I'm wondering about this. Oh, shit, getting in my own way here. I wonder about this. Does he have 3 brains? I mean, kind of comes across that way, doesn't he? I mean, it looks like they're all screaming independently. To some people, that's nightmare fuel, and I can see why. That's a freaky thing. And, you know, the Sinestro Core were designed to be that way. I mean, they work off of fear, and that's their gimmick is fear. So I get why he has that. So, I mean, but he can pose alright. Doesn't have any rocker ankles, so I'm not going to try anything fancy with the feet. DC Universe Classics, I think, is a little underrated. I like DC Universe Classics a great deal. Oh, that's too close. And, you know, they're dated. I give you that. They're very dated figures, but man, when they get it right, they got it right. But here's the thing. I mean, you know, at the time, Sinestro Core was just freaking on top of the world, and it's amazing. You know, we just all wanted Sinestro Core. I mean, there were so many characters in the Sinestro Core that we wanted, and you know, this was a good way to get us a bunch of them. You just give them an extra set of hands and an extra head, and you just switch it out, and you have Low, which is another Sinestro Core member. And he's also pretty freaky. Again, it was an easy... I mean, I don't see why they don't do this with other figures. Marvel Legends, why did you never try this? I mean, this is so easy. It is... Sorry. One thing I don't like about DCU Classics is Yeah, the hands are swappable, but they're not easy. They have these little ball joints on the end of them. It's weird. But once you do it, you got a whole different figure. It's like freaking magic. And of course, note the rings are on the left hands on the Sinestro cord. Some people never notice that. That's because at the time Sinestro was made, left-handed people were seen as a weird thing. People would try to train left-handed people to write right-handed. Yeah, it was something. But anyway, I mean, this guy is freaky looking and looks like a big leech. And I like him. I like him a lot. That's why I bought this one. But I love this idea. I mean, I don't see why it was never incorporated more. I mean, that is a simple, easy way to get you, like a Jon Stewart and a Hal Jordan. You could do it that way. You know, there's a lot of characters you could utilize this with, and it be, you know, if you just want one, you got it. If you want multiple characters, you got it. This is what I don't get. I mean, this should print money. And this is the only time I've ever seen it utilized. I mean, maybe it was utilized somewhere else, and I never saw it, but I don't think it ever was. And it's wild to me to think that that never happened in another toy line anywhere else. I don't know. I suppose you could argue Spiro did it with some of their army builders, but even then, I wouldn't say that for certain. I mean, they are totally different heads on the army builders, so there's an argument there at least. But this is actual characters, so that's what I'm getting at. I mean, especially characters that wear same uniform. I mean, geez. But, and you know, I would think that fans would gravitate to that and latch on and just go with it. But alas, it doesn't happen that often. I don't know if it's that, you know, the designers don't see the opportunity, or if, you know, they think it just won't fly. I don't know. DCU figures, DC Universe Classic figures, I mean, they're okay. They're good shelfies. I'll say it that way. They're good shelfies. Past that, they're not much. Again, very dated. You know, but they did a very deep dive into a lot of characters that never have seen figure form before or since. And another thing I like about this version of Low, you can see those black claws. That's wicked looking. And you know, I don't think we're ever gonna see that big of a deep dive. Some people argue McFarlane. I'm like, yeah, if you like 199 Batmans, but I don't want to have 199 Batmans to get to Low. And I will bet you money Low will never be made by McFarlane. I'll bet money on it. I could be wrong. You never know. I mean, he does pull out some weird stuff, but also, you know what? He's in the wrong scale, so it doesn't matter. I do promise you, if McFarlane was 6-inch scale, I would collect that crap, and I would be looking for those figures. But because he's decided, I'm going to do my own scale, I'm not even going to bother, because I want my DC and my Marvels to mix. The argument that can be made, you just go over to select and then you can mix them. That's true. But honestly, I only grab selects for the bigger figures. So there's that. That's my viewpoint on it. But again, I don't know why this didn't get done more. It might have been done more in classics, I don't know. But I thought it was a brilliant idea, and it just never went past that. Okay. So, well, that's pretty much all I got to say at this point. Right, thank you for watching Creepies and Beep Beeps. And these guys are creepy. How does this guy see even, man? He's kind of wise, man. You know, of course, does this guy see 6 different directions? I mean, you know, that's insane. Some of the designs on the Sinestro core is just crazy. I do like them, but, you know, they're crazy. Okay. I think that'll wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching Creepies and Beep Beeps. Y'all take care, okay?